Ugh. I've been gone for a couple of weeks. My hair is gone. And now we're going to talk about one of my favorite horror movies. Actually, this is my favorite horror movie, The Cabin in the Woods. Oh, I love this movie. I've been waiting to review this for you guys for quite some time now. The first time I saw this movie, it was like a couple months ago, and I was on my computer in the laundry room of my dorm watching it, and it was pretty late at night, because you got to go late at night to get a good washing machine. Anyways, I'm sitting there and I'm watching this. I'm just going like, oh, that's so smart. Oh my God, that's so cool. Everybody in the whole place, the whole laundry room was just staring at me as I watched this movie that took so many twists and turns, and you didn't see any of them coming. Okay, here's my deal. Okay, the story is pretty simple. Actually, no, it's not. But on the surface, from what you see in the trailer, it seems pretty simple. 5 teenagers go out to a cabin in the woods, and stuff happens. And that's all I'm going to tell you for those who have not seen the movie. Because I can't explain how awesome this is. Okay, the performances in this movie are great. All 5 of the teenagers give really good performances. The one guy who's not like as memorable as the rest of them, I'd say, is like the athletic guy of racial ambiguity. But yeah, you got the stoner. He was really funny. I don't know his name, but he's really funny, and he should be in more movies. Chris Hemsworth obviously is the athlete. He's good. The slut, she's cool. And I can't remember the name of the main girl. Well, I know it's Dana, but I can't remember the name of the actress that played her, because she was freaking cute. Okay, I like her. She's okay. Redheads. Okay, but anyways, what I loved about this movie, I loved this concept that every horror movie is real, and it follows specific guidelines. It's one of those movies that deconstructs horror movies to the bone marrow. Just kind of like, I don't want to compare this to Scream because Scream isn't as smart as Cabin in the Woods, but it is kind of like Scream. It talks about slasher movies to like a T. The main thing that I love about this movie is Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon wrote the script. His friend Drew Goddard directed it. It's a very, very good script. Like, the dialogue is so snappy, and it's so funny. And the visuals are great. It's killing me that I can't talk about, all the stuff that happens in this movie. It takes so many twists and turns that you don't really know what's going to happen next. And that's perfect. For a horror movie, that is fantastic. I mean, I just saw Evil Dead a couple weeks ago, and that movie was okay, but like, I could tell where it was going to go. I could tell, okay, this person's going to die first, then this person, then this person, and it was really like, it was predictable, but it was a good movie. With this movie, I didn't know what was going to happen. Like, when I first watched it, I'm like, I did not expect that. Okay. Especially the ending. The ending is so funny. What else can I say? Bradley Whitford and Richard Jenkins play the 2 guys that are like controlling everything. That's as far as I'm gonna tell you. They control everything that's happening to these 5 college students, and they are hysterical. It's just a love letter to horror movies. It kind of keeps you on your toes, and I'm glad that a movie like this exists, because we need less predictable movies. Okay? Every genre of movie has kind of like this set outline that they have to follow in every movie. And we need more movies that have twists that make sense, that aren't as predictable, that feature great dialogue and, great visuals and good kills. And, okay, mainly I'm talking about horror movies here, but still, we need these. Horror movies, as much as I hate to admit it, I do watch horror movies. I think most of them are stupid, but the ones that aren't are the ones that legitimately surprise me. And Cabin in the Woods is my favorite because of that. I've never been more surprised by a horror movie. I've never laughed this much. I've never cringed this much. There is so much blood in this movie. Oh my god. Anyways, but we need these horror movies because for some reason, we like being scared. And Joss Whedon, I think, recognizes that, and he recognizes the bone structure of every horror movie ever made. And with that structure, we get, we follow to conformity. Joss Whedon's like, okay, no, here's what's going to happen here. And then at the ending, this is going to happen, and, okay, well, these two characters, there's something wrong with them, so we're going to twist that. Joss Whedon is so clever, so funny. He's such an original. And I love Firefly. I think I'm going to spend my summer break watching Joss Whedon stuff because it's so inventive, so creative. The performances all across the board were great. The cameo at the end, again, I'm not going to spoil it. It's really funny. It sounds like I'm describing a comedy, but it's really not. It's a horror movie, but it's also a sci-fi, but a comedy. Kind of a drama a little bit, but it's... What can I say about this that I haven't already, gushed over? This movie is fantastic. This is my favorite horror movie for that exact reason. I know it shouldn't count as a horror movie, technically, but I love it. And any fans of horror movies or Joss Whedon or just good movies in general are going to love this. I can't believe it took me this long to actually see it again, but now I'm probably going to watch it every week. So, alright, thank you so much, Phil, for choosing this movie because it was a great movie to watch again. I'm sorry that I cut my hair and now I'm not LilSteveRogers anymore. Well, I'm still LilSteveRogers because, let's be honest, I'm still blonde. But thank you so much, and it's good to be back. LilSteveRogers signing out.